Charm, Jermaine, Richard was good. Josh, X Die, Sean, Poker, Willie, Abdul, Kwame, Kent, Ill Wills was good. Gemini, Triple X, Gerard, Terrell, Young Jay, what's up? What's up, Miranda, Joseph, Muhammad, let's see. Is it Darte? Bringing Clarity, DT Artman, JFW, LD, Negro Sound, that's good. Outis. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. We gonna get into it. But shout out to the people that follow me on Patreon. Over the weekend, I put up audio. I put up audio. It was 14 minutes long, damn near a podcast. And it was about fake alpha males. And it was actually something I recorded months ago. Because that was a situation I was very heated about. And I think that's what it would manifest into. It was a straight rant video. And I put it up on Patreon. I said, you know what? I can't put this shit on YouTube. Too many feelings will probably get hurt indirectly. I put it on Patreon over the weekend. So shout out to the patrons, the people that have been signing up. But that's where I'm going to be putting that type of stuff, you know. And shout out to the people that support me, you know. Also, make sure you go and buy some more t-shirts. Buy some tees. I'm trying to get some new designs soon, whenever I can get the chance. So I've just been trying to do a million different things. It's a one-man operation here. Also, make sure you subscribe to the other channels as well. I want a Jada Black content universe going. So I want all my channels to have all of the subscribers from each channel. That's right. But if you feel like that's a little too much for you, then don't do it. Don't give me a million excuses as to why you can't. A lot of you be on YouTube all day anyway. So you either watching what's on your subscription list or you going out to find new people to subscribe to. You know? All right, what else? Interviews. Yes, I do plan on doing interviews. I'm gonna still do the Spreaker podcast. The thing is, what I've been focusing on is building up this channel and my basic social politics channel over the last month and a half. That's been one of my priorities, and I will get back to that. There's some people I want to interview. There's some ladies. Either they're on YouTube or they're just, you know, maybe some Instagram models, maybe just some entrepreneurs. There's a lot of things I got lined up. I'm a very resourceful guy. You never know who I know. You never know who I know or who may know me. Y'all know what's crazy? I'll randomly have people hit me up on Instagram who are bigger. They're big, not bigger, but they are a little well known. I don't even know they watch the content, but they do. And I have a lot of female entrepreneurs, a lot of black female business women that watch me. You know, these women own their own business, they're successful, and they watch my content and they're fans of me. That really surprised me. You know, I'm not saying that there aren't, you know, brothers that aren't businessmen that watch me, but they reach out to me and let me know, and I see what they're doing. I'm like, wow, you know. So yeah, man, there's certain things I want to do, but I've been trying to get things done one by one. Also, on this channel, I'm going to be putting up videos that it's going to be kind of like a trending topic turned into a podcast, turned into a video. There's individuals that I'm going to make videos on and put on this channel, and I'm going to speak on them from a red pill perspective. This is something I've been thinking about doing for quite some time. I just never really knew where I was going to put it. You know, I didn't want to put everything on one channel. That's why I've been building this one up. That's why it's important for y'all to subscribe to the many different channels, you know? So, yeah. It's good, Renee, Brittany B. Now, we're going to get into K.Michelle and the mess that is her. Now, last time I checked, isn't K.Michelle engaged to be married to a man? You know, she's raising a son, but you don't think men are good people because they sleep with you and leave you? They don't want to marry you? You got the butt reduction because you realize that's all you were? You know, it was harming your health. What's good, Sean? Oh, you did, Brittany? Now that's dedication, Brittany. I appreciate that. You got your wisdom tooth pulled. Hopefully everything is good. That shit can hurt. Shanti, I see you. I'm telling you, this is why we talk about the wall, man. This is why we talk about women hitting the wall. Because not only do they physically hit the wall, they mentally hit the wall. They mentally hit the wall. These women are so far gone, it's ridiculous. And she's raising a son. This is why it's important for us, especially men, to really speak on things like this, because these women are crazy. These women are psycho. These women have no love in their life. And because they have no love in their life, they want to sit here and disrespect people for literally no reason. Now there's going to be guys who may have been interested in you if you were single. They're going to say, fuck it, this chick is crazy. For some reason, I can't get the visuals on screen. Shout out to Trevon Livingston with the first super chat. I appreciate that, man. I believe she does have custody. I don't know if it's joint custody, but her son is with her a lot because he's been on a reality show with her. Unless she's, you know, trying to pretend for the cameras that she's a good mom, you know. Her mother's raising a son. Probably so. I doubt she's around her son like that. You can't have this type of mentality and say what she's saying. So we're going to get into, I'm going to play the video audio. I can't put the visuals on screen for whatever reason. So I'm going to play the audio and let y'all hear it for yourself. This is an audio clip she has on her page. I'm not sure if I can look and see if the full video has been released from the interview, but I guess this snippet is what has gotten people talking, and she seemed very unapologetic about it. So let's see here.
I don't think men are good people. The reason for that is, like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, like, cheating, you know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again. Yeah. And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal. Right. Because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not dying with nobody. And
so you're not riding and dying for nobody. But what about when you get married to a guy? Are you just going to be dating the guy, and then once you get older, you're going to separate from him? So you mean you're not dying with nobody? So that leaves out the marriage through sickness and health, right? And also, I want to go back to this. Hasn't she cheated before? I'm pretty sure she has. But see, she's not going to own up to it because she's like Antonio Brown, don't want to take accountability for their own actions. She wants to blame everybody else. Is everybody else's problem? Not everybody. Is everybody else's fault, you know, that her relationships don't work? She acting like through all the years she's been dating, she ain't never cheated on nobody.
to see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman. Women could be doctors, lawyers, and everything, but they're in the bed crying over what a man did to them. I don't think
She now I will say this though, she tried to clean it up at the end. She tried to clean it up. But we get what you're saying. Let me tell you something like this. Why is it that women are able to choose men that aren't cheating on them? And then there are women who choose men who do cheat on them constantly. Obviously, you're just terrible at choosing men. You're terrible at it. Why do you think? And let me just say this about Fantasia. You know, people been giving Fantasia a hard time, but Fantasia got the dude that she married to sign a prenup. That is why she's happy. From my understanding, he signed a prenup. But you're not going to hear this from these females that are upset. Now, I'm going to read a little bit from this article from Madame Noir. It said, I thought it was a dope move. Fantasia said her husband is the one who asked for a prenup. We already know Fantasia has an interesting life story. The stories of her upbringing, relationships, and her comeback from being financially abused by people in the industry have all been fascinating. It's something like a comeback kid, so we're happy to see things seem to have turned in her favor. During a recent sit-down with the Breakfast Club, she spoke on being an independent artist, getting what she deserves, getting rid of people who took advantage of her, and her husband, Kendall. Thankfully, Taylor doesn't seem to be one of the people to take advantage of her. And speaking about Taylor and how she married him after 3 weeks, how he operates as her boyfriend and then her husband, and now he was the one who suggested to sign a prenup before they married. Fantasia said he wanted the prenup, and I think that was a dope move because he wanted people to know, I don't want you for your money. Angela responded by, if he didn't say that, would you have gotten married without it? Fantasia said, I probably would have, but I'm glad he... And then Angela said, Tasia, come on, girl. We got to handle our business. Fantasia said, listen, I know, but the fact that he brought it up, that's my homie. And speaking of the people who are bouncing back, Fantasia spoke briefly on her cousin, KC, from Jodeci fame. But people talking about this man after Fantasia for her money. Shout out to AN, great content. I appreciate it, man. But they saying that he's after her for her money. So he's after her for her money, but he's ready to sign a prenup? And that was for the Fantasia, detractors. You will never see a woman sign a prenup. That's not happening. Let's go back to the audio because I can't show it on screen because I want y'all to see these comments. And let's play this again.
I think men are good people. The reason for that is, like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, like, cheating, you know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again. Yeah. And just because I'm a woman,
Let me just say this, though. Why is it that so many of these women in the industry are starting to look alike? They're going to the same doctors and not only get bigger assets, bigger tits, a smaller waist, but they're getting their face done by the same. They all look like they're getting cheekbones done. They're getting their nose done. They're getting their lips done. They all look like cybernetic. They look like half woman, half machines, man. Like, what's going on, man? It's almost like they're being recarved, like they're being recarved, so to speak.
Supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not dying with nobody. And to see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman. Women could be doctors, lawyers, and everything, but they're in the bed crying over what a man did to them.
Once again, you have to choose right. You cannot, under any circumstances, continue to choose the same type of men. There are women who have a type. And let me tell you something about having a type. That type is going to keep you in the bed crying, like K.Michelle said. Because some of these women, they know these guys be cheating. They've been told. Listen, y'all got to understand, these women get warned about these guys. And they date these guys anyway. They sit up here and they get warned by everybody not to date this guy. He's going to cheat on you. He's going to disappoint you. They will date. They would want to date him even more. And then once he proved to be what everybody said he was, now all of a sudden you angry at him. No, be angry at yourself. You were warned. How many of y'all know women who were warned about the guy they was with and they dated him anyway? They married him anyway. But oh my God, it's somebody else's fault. Can I get some more likes going in this live stream? What happened to personal responsibility? So only men are supposed to be personally responsible? I know women who were warned about the guy they dated and they dated him anyway. And then they get disappointed and now they angry at him. No, be angry at yourself. You were warned about him. You were told that he ain't shit, that he's a cheater, he's a liar, and you date him anyway. You have kids with him. You get married to him. And K.Michelle, one of those women who gonna date a guy regardless of what people think. And then when he becomes what everybody said he was, now she's sitting up there in her feelings and emotions, crying in bed like she just said. But again, that's because you try to go against what everybody was saying because you really want to be with this guy. And then he ends up making you look like a complete fool. Now you got to go back to all those people that warned you, and you have to be like, yeah, you were right. No shit. You think they're saying that because they just want to keep you from being happy? No, they want to keep you from looking like a complete fool, man. It's not the fault of all men because you date a guy who has a reputation that you seemingly want to ignore until he does something to you. Until he does something to you. And before then, you're on his team, you're defending him. It's you and him versus everybody until he hurts you. Y'all need, these females like K.Michelle need to change that mindset. You got to change that mindset. Because if you don't change that mindset, you're going to end up in a lot of bad relationships. You're going to end up very unhappy. Now, looking at the situation with K.Michelle, she to me seems like somebody who can never get it right because she doesn't want to get it right. Look at the type of guys she was dating up until the guy she with now. They were athletes. I think there were other rappers or whatnot. She even dated a Caucasian guy in the mix. She even promoted IR dating for a brief amount of time until she realized they weren't interested in her either. She failed at swirling. Then she went right back and got her a cleanup man. A guy who was a freaking doctor. Now it's men are not good people. It's because men of all different race groups, all different backgrounds, know what type of female you were. They know that you have low self-esteem. They know that you will not take that look in the mirror. No different than Antonio Brown, who refuses to take a look in the mirror, and he always looks to blame other people. Until you take the time to be personally accountable for the things you have done, you can't tell me what other women are thinking and believing, because you are still those women who continue to choose men who they're getting warned about, men who they know have a reputation for playing women. You still get with those guys anyway. You dated within the industry, K.Michelle, and you wonder why these guys still messed around on you. They're in the industry for a reason. There was a story about J.R. Smith, going to a club with her and literally leaving her in the club. They went to the club together, right? And he literally got out of there and left her left her in the club by herself, because he wanted to make it plainly clear to her that he was done with her, because she was probably clingy. She was probably trying to get a long-term relationship or proposal out of him. And this is a guy who at the time was still dealing with his now wife. Because I think they had an on and off relationship. Shout out to Lil Light. Check out K.Michelle's Twitter banner that explains everything about her. I may have to, man. Shout out to Kwame Hargrove. Accountability equals anti-black woman. Yeah, they don't like that accountability word. The accountability word, they feel like shouldn't apply to them, especially the majority of them. But the fact that she told that story with a straight face about being left in the club by J.R. Smith, a guy who ended up going back to the woman he's now married to, and have a family with, it just highlights that she is a chaser. She's probably chased the majority of the men that she's been with. And every relationship, when it failed, it was always somebody else's fault. She thought hopping the fence would change, that somehow that by dating another ethnic group of male, that would make it better. It only made it worse, because now she's blaming all men for why her relationships are not working. Shout out to Andrew Wilkins. This chick bragged about sleeping with 14 celebrity men in 1 year, and I can't take any chick serious who had unprotected relationship with R. Kelly, knowing what he is. That's why she will never speak out against R. Kelly. She will never speak out against R. Kelly because of the fact that I believe she has gotten it in with him. And 14 celebrity men in 1 year. Yeah, we see why your hot pocket wasn't working. We see why your hot pocket wasn't working, K.Michelle. If you was with that many guys who've been with the amount of women they've been with, okay? We see why that hot pocket wasn't working. Now, I want a lot of women to understand that this particular video or live stream is not in reference to all women. It's in reference to a woman who can't get anything right when it comes to her relationships. And now she wants to blame all men for not being good. No, there were men who weren't good to you. Don't blame other men who have nothing to do with you for why your relationships didn't work. That's just like me getting on here and blaming all women for this and all women, saying all women are no good. I have never said that, and I never will say that, because I see people as individuals. Now, if I see a behavior that is very prevalent, I will say, you know what, there's a grouping of individuals like this, but I will never put all into any category, because I understand that not everybody is the same. And with K.Michelle, she's the type of woman who a lot of women would never want to be friends with. Because she's the type that would mess around with your dude behind your back. She'll do that because she has no respect. Now, as far as her relationship currently, I believe she's still engaged to this guy, but I think they're in an open relationship. I think he does his own thing, and I think she does her own thing. But y'all got to understand, K.Michelle likes both men and women. So I think he goes and does what he does, and that's why she sounded so bitter in that video. the audio I played, because she understands that men are not going to deal with her in a monogamous relationship. And I don't think she wants to be in a monogamous relationship. I think she wants to be able to sleep around, you know, especially with other women, because she likes other women. She likes women. So I believe she's getting it in with women. I believe she's getting it in with women. I think, you know, he does what he does. And that's why she came off the way she did in that particular audio. Shout out to AN. Females will try to make the next man apologize for the last man's mistakes. Yes, they will. And that's why in these particular situations, okay, you know, she definitely is out here looking for validation from other bitter women. You know, she's unapologetic with her disdain towards the type of guys that don't want her, you know. And I want y'all to understand, coming from me, I'm a very balanced guy. I don't want y'all to feel like you should not like women, especially if I'm speaking to a lot of guys. I want you to understand the nature of women, so none of this behavior surprises you. So you know what to avoid, because I still have a lot of guys who watch my videos and they still want relationships. Some of these guys may still want marriage. So I understand that, and I always approach things from a balanced perspective, and I never try to put women in one category. I'm not that dumb, you know. I'm not one of those people, because I understand men and males as well. You got males out there who are just as emotional and just as highly sensitive as women are. You know, I've seen it. I've had dudes write paragraphs in my comment section because they are disgruntled because people support the content. Shout out to Dollar Washer. Fellas, if a chick ghosts you, she doing you a favor. That's a good point, especially if she's no good for you. If she's no good for you and she ghosts you, that's the best thing that can ever happen to you. You know, that's the best thing that ever happened to you. You don't need toxic people in your life. K.Michelle is very toxic. This woman put up a post on Instagram a couple years ago celebrating that she's going to be hopping the fence, and she never hopped that fence. That was hilarious to have to see you do that, and then you go back to dating brothers. Let me tell you why these females, especially melanated women, are so disgruntled. Because they understand that they have marginalized themselves to the point to where even other groups of men only see them for one thing. They think because these dudes talk different, they grew up different, that they don't think the same way we do. They think just like us. I've been around these guys. I work with them. They think the same way we do. They just have a different approach. And they realize it when they go and try to date these guys, and they realize that pretty much all men they think alike when it comes to certain women. If we think you're a thizzot, we're going to treat you like a thizzot. If we think you're a good, decent woman, we're going to treat you like a good, decent woman. And you have these females who hop the fence, these females who are upset and angry at us, but they won't leave us alone. They realize that, you know, that maybe something is wrong with them, but instead of them looking in the mirror, they just sit in their bubble, in their echo chamber, and they just want to talk about black man bad. He's ruining my life. No, you have 3 baby daddies that you chose to get with. That might be ruining your relationships, your future relationships with anybody. There's not a lot of cleanup men out there that is going to be able to take care of you and your tribe. Okay? And the thing is with K.Michelle, her audience is the bitter females. It's the females who can't choose a good man. They can't get it right. They're the females taking care of another man who don't want to work. But they don't know, they don't want to do better. Some of them probably don't even know better. And they're angry at the world. Make sure y'all like the video. This is a testament to the mentality of women. Y'all know I did a video today about Lolo Jones and why she's struggling to date even though she seemingly has the looks, she keeps herself in great shape. You know, she seems, you know, on the outside to be a decent woman, right? But can't get a man to, you know, take her V card, so to speak, you know? And there's a lot of attractive women with degrees and they have good jobs. They don't have any kids. They still struggle when it comes to dating because it's your mentality. It's what you attract, you know? You got females that will attract men who just want to sleep with them. And what ends up happening, unfortunately, is that these guys will will deal with you just so they can sleep with you, you know? Shout out to Selena Thompson. Love your content. Learn so much from you. I appreciate that, Selena. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody else here that listens to the content. Appreciate what I'm saying. All I can do is what I do. Okay. You know, that's all I can do. Okay. Now, I know that in our society, we have to make choices. We have to make choices. We can either choose to improve or we can choose to regress. I think K.Michelle has regressed to the point to where she does nothing but point fingers. That's her audience. You got female content creators. All they do is point the finger. They point the finger because they're afraid to look in the mirror. You know, they're afraid to want to do better because they know they can do better, but they don't want to do better. You know, I tell men every day, you got to work on yourself. I'm not perfect. You not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we can always work to improve ourselves on a day-to-day basis. Shout out to Rose Scholar. Degrees don't make it dang hard. You're right about that. They don't. Shout out to Young Manhood Channel. Appreciate the knowledge you dropped, Jay. Appreciate that too, Young Manhood. Shout out to you. Now, again, when it comes to the choices, man, we got to choose. Do we want to improve? Do we want to regress? Do we want to listen to people like this? But unfortunately, there's a lot of females who are listening to content. They are listening to music that points them in the wrong direction. And they wonder why they still in 2019, this is going to be 2020 soon, why they still can't get the guy they want. It is because you're in a situation where you have not looked to improve whatsoever. You have not looked to change your life. You have not looked to maybe change your location and get away from people who don't have your best interests at heart. So we really have to look at where we are as a people. Do we want to improve? We don't. And we can take the route of happiness or we can take the route of bitterness. And if I were any of you, I would take the route of happiness. K.Michelle is not a happy person. And you can tell by this interview, this woman is hurting. But again, she has nobody but herself to blame for her decisions. What's good, Derek Wilder? I see you become a member. Appreciate that, man. But we're going to get into these phone calls, all right? We're going to get into these phone calls. Call in. Let's keep it short as possible because there's a lot of people that want to call in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smokehouse. Sounds like she took feminism and ran with it. Pretty much, because that's her audience. There's a lot of bitter women that just, they bought into feminism and they think that feminism is going to help them, you know? and it doesn't. Feminism doesn't help whatsoever. So go ahead and call in. You know? Hold on, make sure I got this on. Let's see. What's up? You live?
Hey, Jay, yo, this is Quinn.
Is who?
Hey, so I just want to say real quick.
Okay.
This is Kwame.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey, man, love your content, man. So I'm just make this quick, man. So I was having a discussion at work with this gay nigga about this shit, right? He's a cool guy, but you know what I'm saying. But I began noticing that the reason that a lot of females rock hard with that community, right, is because they really validate them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, they can do no wrong. They cape for the no accountability. Like, he even said, "Oh yeah, that's what you black men do. Y'all cheat. Y'all do this. All my girlfriends say this. All my girlfriends say that." Like, they hate black men. You know, some of them. I'm not saying all sisters, man. I'm not gonna hate and say that shit. There's plenty of good black women out there, but you will never see most black men on a public platform say black woman ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of these females, they go get their nails done, their hair done, and they're getting whispers in their ear like, "Oh, girl, yeah, you right, you know, blah, blah, blah." And that's unfortunate, man, because we don't really, black men, we honestly check each other sometimes. Like, "Hey, man, you can't be saying all black women do this, all black women do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to say that, man.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for the call, Kwame. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Keep the content up.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out to Kwame with that. Shout out to Rose Scholar again. You live with Jada Black. What's going on? Hello? Hello?
Man, bro, I can't even tell you about my struggles or whatever. Like, I'm going through it with my girlfriend. I was putting it out on the chats or whatever. Like my girlfriend basically is like everything you've been saying, like what you be talking about. Like she a single mom and she ain't got no job, ain't trying to work and stuff like that. And you know, I'm not staying with her, but I'm like with her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to change her or whatever. And she done talked me back into staying with her and stuff like that. And I remember a long time ago you was talking about reciprocation and how they ain't trying to reciprocate on shit. Like, I'll talk about how, I feel like I should get something out of you in the 2 years we almost been together. Like, what the fuck? And I'm still waiting on some damn headphones. I ended up buying my own goddamn headphones. You know what I'm saying? And with
Hello? Hold on, let me see. Bro, I can't hear you. Got the call back. Bro, you got the call back. I can't hear you. I don't know, sound just went blank. So you got the call back in. You're live with Jada Black. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
All right. So I'm not really surprised that someone like K.Michelle would say something like that because, we know what she really meant. She meant black men ain't shit or whatever the direct quote was or whatever. It's like this, man. A lot of black women, and I ain't gonna say all, but a lot of them do have a lot of problems with accountability, and she's definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying? She the same girl that was. I remember like one year, she was running up behind like J.R. Smith, like she really, really wanted that dude, and he wasn't even really thinking about it like that, and she was like really trying to chase after dude like that. You know what I'm saying? It's your own fault for chasing after dudes that are unavailable. Like, you chase after guys like J.R. Smith and Idris Elba, and none of these guys claim you, but you steady trying to claim them. That's the problem right there. It's you. You know what I'm saying? I wish more black women would understand that if you're having all these problems with people, maybe you need to look in the fucking mirror, But like I said, man, a lot of black women are raised to have a queen complex, and they think that, nothing is ever wrong with them. They just always want to, blame everybody else, and, and they're devoid of criticism, you know what I mean? And it's just sad, man, like how, how she be acting, bro, because you can just tell she has a lot of emotional issues, you know what I'm saying? She just really needs to just take a break from social media, take a break from the dick, all right? And, just get her life together, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she got her son out here, and I remember a video a couple years ago surfaced with her. Her son was recording her and shit, and he was just like, he was just asking her about, like, why you always date all these basketball dudes? You don't even like basketball. And, you know what I'm saying? Even her son starting to know what's up. He's starting to know that, his mom's a hoe. So she needs to just, be a better example for her son and, stop blaming everybody, and just get your life together, man, and go to therapy or something, because it's not the men, it's most likely you. Quit chasing after these motherfucking basketball players, trying to make them into husbands and stuff. These niggas don't want you. They just see you as, on-call pussy. All right, they're not trying to wife you for real. Like, that's the problem. Like, that with a lot of these girls, they be trying to change these dudes into what they want instead of realizing what they really are. You know what I mean? But I know you said keep it brief, man. I've been kind of talking too much, man. But salute to you, man. Okay. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Right. Red pill all motherfucking day.
Red pill all day, man. Thanks for the call, man.
No problem.
All right, shout out to the brother there. Some good points. Let's see. Shout out to, what is it? Azara 23. What about girlfriend or wives that are cool and hang with other women who cheat? Why these women don't stand against it? Because those women are engaging in those behaviors. That's why I don't call it out. All right, you're live with Jada Black. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on? Hello? Are you there?
Got a chance to get back on. But yeah, what the other dude was saying, like they're like they're avoid like they can't take criticism and shit like that. Like my girl's the same way. Like we'll be talking and she'll be able to call out all my flaws. Like, oh, you did this with your money. You did this with your money. Like not one time did I ask her about her check. Like not one time when tax money came in or whatever, did I even talk about what type of money she was making or whatever. I didn't say shit about none of that. Like and then I started asking her a question. I was like, what did you do in your past relationship? Like, facts, like, what did you do? So she was like, oh, you making it seem like I had something to do with it. I was like, it takes two, now. It takes two. Like, I would tell you what I did wrong in my relationship, like, facts. So you're not just going to sit here and tell me you ain't say nothing or you ain't did nothing to nobody to, like, not make somebody feel some type of way about you because you do it to me. So, like, these females out here is just, like, boosting each other's egos. So she'll tell me, like, oh, somebody said something about you, like, oh, they warned me about you. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who is you going back and talking to? I hope they're not single, bitch. So like they're going around teaching each other this bullshit, like with like K.Michelle, like they use like women with money to justify everything. Like as long as she got money, she's like a great source of wisdom. It doesn't matter anything about character or whatever. Like as long as she got money, she could be like a straight up hoe, like K.Michelle.
Yeah. Well, that's
so like my girl.
Now go ahead.
So like my girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my girl, whatever, about like reciprocation and shit like that. Like, oh, it's all, you always talking about what I own, what I owe you or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't need no man talking about what he owes me. But then you can come up there and bring up, oh, I need to be keeping up with her hair and nails. Like, I ain't got shit, like, I ain't got my own priorities or whatever. And I kept telling him, like, it seems like you trying to make you a priority, but I'm gonna come, like, second to whatever you got going on. But, like, you don't even see it that way. Like, I don't even think they actually, like, want to understand what a man feel like, or want or exactly what a man feel like at all. Like, I'm telling her, nah, I'm not gonna give you this shit. I'm not gonna give you what you want. I'm not gonna buy you no weed. If you need money for like food or whatever, or for bus money or some shit like that, maybe I'll help you out, or for gas money or whatever the fuck you need. Like, I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like superficial shit, I'm not gonna give it to you. But now she's trying to act like, oh, she don't want to be close to me and shit like that. And I'm just telling her, nah, you can go, you can leave, bro. But she still wants to come back to me, so I'm confused. Like, what the fuck does she want me for?
Well, it seems like she wants to use you, man.
Bro, I'm not finna give her what the fuck she wants.
Well, you don't have to. You know, you can definitely walk away from that situation, because that's what it seemed like. Just like you're being used. That's what it's gonna come into. Like, people keep coming in and out and wanting stuff. They're just trying to use you, and they're gonna play upon your love or care for them to do that. No, family members do it all the time.
What? Like, I talked to her earlier today, and I asked her how she was doing and shit like that, because I found out that she had an asthma attack at her job and shit like that.
Wow.
So I'm checking on her and stuff like that. So by the end of the conversation, she told me she messed up her phone, so she used somebody else's phone. And I was just like, all right, you know, I'm glad you asked about me a little bit, because I had hurt my back at work. Now I know she be faking asthma attacks to get out of work or some shit like that, because her cousins told me she did that, and I didn't believe it, because, you know, people talk shit about you or whatever. But you know, she done quit her job. She didn't tell me shit about that or whatever. I found out from her cousin. I've been finding out ratchet ass crazy shit. Man, I'm just like, growing up, I didn't think women was like this. But now that I've dated a few women, you know what I'm saying, I'm just like, damn, like, money play a good a part in how women treat you. They're like, it doesn't even matter what type of person you is. It's like, it's all fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we all paying for fucking the basic shit, like it's human affection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I will say this, bro. I will say this, bro. And I gotta get to some more calls, but I will say this, bro.
My bad.
If she's showing you a pattern of behavior that shows you that she only cares about herself and not really you, then you got to cut ties and let her just, you know, go about her, you know, her situation. Because trust and believe, if she knows she can't rely on you anymore, miraculously, she's going to be good. You know, people have all these issues, and once they realize they can't get nothing out of you, all of a sudden they're good. You know?
Right. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad I could talk to you about it, man. I'm going to let you go.
All right, thanks for the call, man.
All right, you too, man.
All right. Shout out to him. Yeah, man, you got to let the toxic people out your life, man. You know, they'll use you and use you until they can't use you no more. Okay? You got to get out. They'll have all these stories, but as soon as you don't help them no more, all of a sudden all those problems go away. That's why you got to let people sink or swim when it comes to their problems. Because if they're constantly coming to you for stuff, just say, hey, you know what, I can't help you. And then watch the situation unfold. They're going to end up probably in a better situation because they say, damn, I can't rely on them no more. They're not my crutch anymore. You know? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. Yeah, because we have a lot of toxic users. I may do a video on that, toxic users. Because you can have toxic users at your job. Like, you got people that at your job are trying to use and manipulate you. Let me borrow this money for lunch, man. I'll give it back to you. Can you help me on this? You know, toxic users, man. And then they'll talk shit about you. You done helped them, and you've helped them, and then they end up talking shit about you. Behind your back, you find that out. You've been trying to help this person, they talking shit about you because they don't appreciate your help. You know? That's their nature. Their nature is to stab people in the back. Like when you dealing with we dealing with a girl that won't let you go, that's constantly asking you for things. Trust and believe she's talking shit about you behind your back and telling them how, you know, because they're probably narcissists, you know, how easy it is for them to get over on you, you know. Shout out to Terrell, says calling needs a new girl. Yo, we have a lot of toxic users out here, man. Some people are very good at using other people. You know, won't bat an eye. We gotta really, you know, look at those. Really just take inventory of the type of people that are around us. You know what I'm saying? Put the phone line. Take a couple of more calls, man. Y'all call in. Speak on the topic. I know it's Monday. I know it's back to work. Hopefully y'all checked out the video I did Sunday, because I didn't do a live stream yesterday, of course. Check out that video from yesterday. Now that video to me signifies what we were just discussing with this NBA player and his clean girlfriend taking his property, destroying his property. You know, she refused to leave his house. So y'all can go and check that out. And let me just say this. Nobody, especially when it comes to women are never broke and destitute. They're never they never not have anything. So you know, never feel the need to help most of these females, because a lot of these females are intelligent. You know, a lot of these females are intelligent. They don't use it a lot in some cases, but when it comes to men, they know men. You live with Jada Black. What's going on?
You all right, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, man, my name's David, bro. I'm from Mississippi, but right now I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
And, I'm 28.
Okay.
What part? All right. I'm 28, bro. So I came from the area where the dope game was going out, and I seen the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was hustling, girls just throwing it on me, no problem. But then, you know what I'm saying? Two of my homeboys got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I told myself, I ain't going out like this. So I'm going to change my life. I'm going to give me one chick, and I'm going to do her right. Man, I tell you, Jay, when I did that, bro, everything went down. No cap. Everything went down, bro. Like, I cheated on my girl left and right. Yeah, one of them. They stayed with a nigga. They didn't care just to keep it 100. As soon as I started being faithful, bro, I started doing a nigga dirty, bro. I'm paying bills. I started working, bro. I started doing everything I was supposed to do as a man, what I thought. Take care of these females. Hell no, Jay. To all these young boys, man, take care of yourself.
Right.
Don't worry about these females out here, because they going to be here, bro. So when you got it, they there. But when you broke, bro, you're on your own, bro. Right now, no cap to you, man. I'm talking to a girl, bro, and she kind of slow. But that's how I like it, man. I want to talk to that little slow girl and talk to most of these girls out here going crazy because she listens. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get no relationship with nobody, but if you're young, bro, Jay tell you all the time, I listen to him every time, bro. Don't worry about these females, bro. Peel it out, bro. If your man talk, whatever you gonna do, bro. Man, listen to Jay, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you the truth, bro. I ain't gonna keep you trying no little D. D say, bro, I fuck with you the long way though.
Oh, cool, but I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, shout out to him for the call, man. He being honest, man. He said, you know, back when he was out doing his thing, man, the women were on him. But when he started being faithful, man, they backed away. That's why I tell y'all, these chicks be out here. They love them some cheating ass man. Shout out to Black Rhino with the super chat. And Attila the Q. Black Rhino said, I can't believe so many women rallying behind her statement. Most have sons themselves. Thankfully, I have some good women. Not okay. Yeah, her comment section speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Attila says the last caller girlfriend might be taking care of somebody else with his finances. That's probably what's going on, Attila. I can sense that. I can sense that she's probably using this money to go and, you know, trick off on men. Because women be tricking money off too. More than men probably do. Trust and believe there's a guy out there probably getting money from multiple women. Women who work hard for their money. They using their child support money to take care of dudes, man. Tax returns. These women all these women in relationships talking about they getting mad around tax season. As soon as tax season over, they single again. It done fucked up the church's money. I'm telling you, man, like it doesn't make sense. Like, listen, if your family and your friends telling you that dude cheat and you get with him anyway, it is what it is. And K.Michelle is acting like, you know, they just have no idea these guys would ever cheat. That's bullshit. You know? You know? You know? These women are warned about these guys. They're warned about them. And they get with them anyway. All this social media, and you mean to tell me nobody has told you about the dude that you now dating that done smash half the females in the city? Maybe a female or two on your job, and you get with them anyway? That's a you problem. That's a you problem, you know? And I will say this too, ladies. If a man is cheating on you and you find out easily, he wants you to know so you'll leave him alone. Some of these guys don't want to be with y'all. And one of their ways of being rid of y'all is for y'all to catch him cheating. Let me tell you, a dude ain't just going to openly, blatantly cheat unless he's trying to get caught. I'm sorry. The same goes with women too, but I think if a guy is cheating, let's say he cheat with one of your friends, one of your family members, right? Women that you work with, he's trying to get caught. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause like, that's just too close. I mean, cheating with the neighbor. I mean, he's trying to get caught. He don't want to be with you no more. He know you clingy, you know. He know you obsessed. He know that you're, you're thirsty for his dizzick. He knows this. He knows you thirsty for the dizzick. So he knows that you're not going nowhere. So he has to force the issue with you. So he will find a way to piss you off to the point to where you want to break up. These dudes be wanting to be set free. They be wanting to be set free. Now, again, most men, if they don't want to be with a woman, they're going to leave anyway. But some of these guys who don't have a backbone, they will do, especially if they got a new woman, and let's say that new woman is allowing him to live with her. You know what I'm saying? He's in a better situation than he was in before. you know, he's going to try to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that you don't want to let him go. And he's going to do everything he can to make sure that you know that he don't want to be with you no more. I think women do the same thing. I think if a woman don't want to be with a guy, she going to get caught. Because it's hard to find women cheating. It really is. Women take their time. They're very, very careful. And what they will do too, they will cheat with dudes who are already in relationships just to make sure that, you know, nothing gets out. Because with a single guy you can't be too sure if it's a single guy. But if it's a guy who if a guy who's already married or something like that, they'll definitely cheat with him. You know, because they know he's not gonna mess up his situation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, if a dude is bringing a woman to your house, if you catch a dude in y'all bed, I mean, he trying to get caught. He could have went to a motel, man. He could have went to a friend's house. But if he brings the chick to your house and they in the bed, especially if they in the bed sleep. I saw a video where this dude walked in on his girl sleep in the bed with this dude. It was this white dude, right? He walked into the house and his girlfriend, she white too. And the brother is knocked out asleep, man. And I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on? Tiffany, what's going on? And she half asleep. She don't know what's going on, man. They might have been smoking weed or something. The dude just in the bed like he can't move, man. And he ain't got no sense of urgency. Like he has no fear of this guy. Like he ain't got no fear of this white boy. Like, I wish he'd do something. You know what I'm saying? No, Miss Glitter, I'm not just no. That's not ghetto relationships, because a lot of women who work in corporate America, a lot of women who make really good money at whatever they're doing, they're in these type of relationships too. So we can't just say those are ghetto relationships, because then we have to call all these relationships ghetto, because there's really no difference. I mean, you could talk about people in the hood, you could talk about people who live in the suburbs, but if your mentality is the same, then you're no different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but this Negro was in the bed laying like he didn't give up. And dude was just laying in the bed sleep like ain't nothing going. Like, man, come on, I'm not about to get up, man. Fuck this dude, man. I'm telling you, man. That video was hilarious, man. They didn't care. They didn't care about his feelings at all. She didn't care. Listen, dude didn't care. Not dude. She didn't care nothing about getting caught, because she knows her boyfriend ain't going nowhere. That he ain't gonna do nothing, and he ain't going nowhere. Some women like dating beta males. They like dating guys who are really like, they don't care what their girl do. They'll act like they care, but then they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like the stream people. But I want people to understand something, man. Understand me clear. Yes, K.Michelle is one person, but her mentality is growing with a segment of angry, bitter, disgruntled black heifers on social media. See you, Nate. What's up? Who are trying to blame black men for why they can't get into a decent relationship. They want to call people incels. They want to talk about, MGTOWs or this or that. But it doesn't change the fact that you're still struggling in your 30s and 40s to try to find a decent man. If you are a decent woman, you're going to find somebody, for the most part, at least most of what you're looking for. Y'all attacked Fantasia, but Fantasia married a guy who either agreed to or did sign a prenup. I believe he did sign a prenup. but y'all still attack this woman, talking about how she's leveling down and how, and how she's with the guy who's using her. He's using her right by signing a goddamn prenup. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate that, man. And because you have this mentality of, it's all men's fault. That's why you women stay single. And going into 2020, you're still going to be single. You're still going to be on YouTube. You're still going to be on Instagram, mad at the world, because you can't find the perfect 10 that you're looking for. But the perfect 10 ain't out there. I don't care what race you go to. He ain't out there, until you fix your life and fix what you've become and try to do better, then you're going to be stuck in the same situation. You're going to be one of these bitter females who are just like K.Michelle, who hop on social media instead of looking in the mirror first and talking about how basically no men are good. When look at your dating history, you might be right about the men you chose, but that doesn't mean that all the other women who are married, all the other women who are in relationships where they're happy, feel the same way. But it's a shame because, this mentality of bitterness is only growing, but it only hurts you in the end because, you have to live your life. Nobody's going to live it for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to blame everybody else for why you can't choose. That's some sad shit on a lot of different levels. And I don't play games when I speak on these topics because I feel like you need to hear harsh, realism, because the world is harsh every single day. Not everybody's going to be happy. Not everybody's going to feel good. You got an echo chamber of lanes on social media that make you feel good about yourself. And let me just say this because people are stuck on the fact that I'm speaking about K.Michelle. If K.Michelle was so irrelevant, why are you here? If K.Michelle is irrelevant, why the fuck are you here? Why are you commenting? Okay? If she's irrelevant, then you'd see it and then you'd keep it pushing. And that's for the people who may feel some type of way. I just want you to understand this. K.Michelle is the epitome of what women, especially melanated women, are becoming. They're becoming better. They're becoming unapologetically unrepentant about their decisions. They're single. They're miserable. They hate the world because everybody else is happy and they're not. So they want to bring everybody else to their level of bitterness. And I'm telling you right now, that's not going to work. All it's going to do is have both men. It says it's reconnecting. So reconnect me. Reconnect me. Reconnect me, goddammit. It says, yo, can y'all hear me in the chat? Can y'all hear me? Let's see. Let me see. Y'all here? Y'all here? Okay. It says I'm still on. It says I'm still on. Okay, let me refresh it. Okay, I gotta refresh it. It says I'm off though. It says I'm okay. They say they can hear me, but I can't. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So y'all can hear me now. You know what's crazy? I was just about to end the stream. Hold on, let me go check. Let me go back in here and see if I can see it. See if I'm actually still on. Because the browser I'm on, man. It says I'm still on here. Wait a minute, it's saying I'm offline. Oh, here we go. There we go. I guess it had to cleanse off the bad spirits. I think some of the bad spirits had to be cleansed from this live stream. But it says it's continuing. But the chat is still on. The one thing I would say about this OBS, I mean, it's fun to use, but these I got 2 thumbs down. It is what it is. But I guess some of the bad juju needed to be cleared off of this motherfucker. You know? Yeah, they had to cleanse some of the toxic. There was some, the toxic energy was around here. No, toxic. I'm not using Netscape, bro. It's not the browser. It's the OBS. The OBS had clipped on and off. But I think I'm on. But yeah, man, like I said, man, if you in your feelings about this topic, move on with your life. Okay? Because I'm going to talk about these disgruntled females. And like I said, man, I don't care if she's a celebrity. I don't care if she was on World Star. If I see a disgruntled situation, I'm going to speak on it. I mean, don't get in your feelings about it. I mean, it's all YouTube, man. You know, keep it as that, you know. You know, I'm trying to help better people's perspective, so to speak, on these situations that they may, you know, for some reason feel some way about. All right. But I guess that's it for the phone calls, though. No more phone calls right now. Or not right now. At all now. You know. Because I like when you say okay. Well, some people hate it. One guy commented in my comment section and say, Jay, why do you keep saying okay in your videos? He said, why do you say okay in your videos, Jay? I say it because it triggers you. That's why. I'm in my feelings. Shout out to you, Jay. Yeah, OBS going on. I'm thinking about switching to a different one for just to test it out. I've been thinking about using something different, you know, than OBS. I was thinking about maybe XSplitter, but that's complicated. XSplitter is very complicated, and it takes a lot of juice to get going. But yeah, I say okay on my video because I know it's gonna trigger people. That's why I say it at the times that I say it. I say it at the times I say it because I know it's gonna upset some people. You know, people got to understand. Like, I would say at least 20 to 25% of my content is trolling. I'm trolling, man. No, okay, it's not 20%. I say at least 15%. There's a little trolling there, okay? There's a little trolling there. You got to find out where it is. It could be the title or topic. It could be the thumbnails I use. It could be the things that I say in the video here and there. It's some trolling there. You know? You know? Ms. Glitter, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? But yeah, when it comes to me speaking on this topic, man, you know, I put certain things in there in order to trigger responses, and it works. it works. Yeah, shout out to the hot girl. Shout out to all the women who, been trying this hot girl summer and nothing has worked. Nothing has worked for them. You know what I'm saying? All this hot girl summer, they still single. All this hot girl summer, they're still, having flings and one night stands and nothing work. Jay say okay just for the hell of it. Okay. And I have to put that in there, man, because I want somebody. Y'all know I laugh. I laugh when I read comments of people saying that they either reference it or they ask me why do I say it. I'll be laughing when I see those comments. I'm wondering, was any babies made during this summer? During this hot girl summer, was any babies made? I'm pretty sure there was a lot of them. By the start of next year, there's going to be a lot of kids being born from this hot girl summer. Well, it wasn't hot girl summer. I think it was, what they call it? What do I call it? City boy. What do you call it? What was it? It was hot boy summer or city boy summer? What is it? Which one was it? Nah, I wouldn't say I was a pimp, I was more like I was more finesse, more finesse than anything, Just a finesser. That's smooth I can be, man. You gotta understand, like, one of the big keys of getting attention, like raw attention from like females, is to just speak. I wouldn't say loudly, but speak like yourself and just be comfortable. Your tone of voice, just be comfortable in the conversation. Because women can sense when a guy's comfortable when he's speaking and he's not nervous or, he doesn't have confidence. Shout out to Darian Nelson. Jay, everyone knows babies get made near Christmas. I know, but I'm saying, I'm pretty sure some babies was created during this summer right here. Because there was a lot of attention slowing going on. There's a lot of attention slowing going on YouTube. A lot more this year than anything. There's a lot of attention slowing going on this year. Okay, on YouTube, Instagram, a lot of attention slowing. A lot of attention slowing going on. So I'm pretty sure some chicks done slipped up. Let a dude slip in them. A lot of attention slowing going on. On all these different platforms, man. It's crazy, and just slowing going on, man. Instagram, like, you got these female celebrities, man. Let me tell y'all something. It's easy to get with a female celebrity now than ever before. Whether she be in reality TV, whether she's like one of these female celebrities that done fell off as far as musically. Like, it's easy, man. One of these Instagram models, these chicks are so, like, they want something different, man. They want a guy who is intelligent, a guy who knows how to speak and ain't no pandering, lame clown. Just be, what I'm saying? Just listen, man. It's easier now than it was 5 years ago, on Instagram. I'll tell you that right now. because people are so thin-skinned nowadays. They listen and hear everything. You know what I'm saying? I done been contacted so many times by women from videos I made on Instagram, but not Instagram, on YouTube, man. Who made, like, there was one female, I think I did a video on a while back. Her sister contacted me. Her sister looked way better than she does. Okay. You know, that's how it be, man. I'll tell you, man. It's easy. Like, if you want one of these women that y'all want, that some of these guys be drooling over, man, you just got to be able to reach them. Maybe inadvertently, or by just saying, you know, F it, and then send them a message, shoot your shot. You just never know, man. You just never know. So we really have to evaluate certain things in our lives, man. The world is yours to be taken. There's nothing you can't gain in this world. Don't let these people tell you that somebody 1,000 years ago told you that your life wouldn't be this or that. You know what I'm saying? Or Ty, I haven't smashed any subscribers yet, bro. You know, I'm talking about non-subscribers, my nigga. I see you, random woman. Good night to you. We talking about non-subscribers, family. You know? But yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm done. That's all I have. But we are here live, you know. But I think I'm done. And for anybody goes to say anything, I don't plan on smashing subscribers. I'm not one of those type of guys. Y'all confusing me with other people, okay? Y'all confusing me with other content creators. That's not me, you know. But I mean, if I have, you know, female subscribers that like me, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like the stream. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Keep up notifications. What else? And yeah, follow me on Patreon, people. Y'all know I'm putting content back. I might put this stream up there. I don't know yet. Cause I've already told y'all a lot of these streams I'm not gonna keep up here, just cause I don't feel the need to. You know, I can make a stream like this every day. One can be better than the other, you know. And it's for the people who be skipping my live streams while I'm live, and they want to wait till the stream over, and then they want to watch. It's like, nah, you got to be here when it live, man. I know y'all get them notifications. Yeah, Unique, I am a very nice guy, absolutely. But yeah, man, that's it for me. So y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all in the next live show, all right?